Ahoy! And welcome aboard. Yeah, that's the kind
Off
of
to
day
a
we're having.
stellar start.
Off
We're
to a
not
stellar
with you.
start. Wow.
We're not here. You're by yourself.
I'm by myself. I'm talking to myself. I've fully lost it, and I'm just playing D&D with 4 other versions of me. We got with me today. We got Ben Drew. We got Erin. We got Grayson, and I got Beth Andy. Anyway, ahoy! Welcome aboard for real.
I was going to say those could be our new D&D character names, but forget that.
We'll run an Andy-based one-shot. This sounds like the worst time of my life.
It'd be great.
I don't even know what that would consist of.
We can just be like a family.
A genre of Andy. There we go.
Yeah. Or committing crimes, depending.
That's a look into my twisted mind. Speaking of looking into my twisted mind, what happened last time?
Oh wow, Beth? We're sticking with that intro.
Yeah,
okay.
We are.
So this intro brought to you.
The intro has devolved more and more over the years.
Excellent. It feels fitting for episode 69.
Yeah.
This recap brought to you by Ben, because he took good notes and I took bad notes. So these are all alleged too. Ben could have just been lying to me.
Yeah, you took notes?
My singular note was next stops Zanray, Mycross, Stormrock. That's all I wrote. 3 hours. That's all I wrote. Anyway, but Locke felt like Bygrim lacks whimsy.
It's true.
That was that story. We're on our search for Ty's volcano. I feel like there was a crew announcement about it. Hard to say. Bygrim walked up to Ty, said, "Wow, you look like shit," and then proceeded to continue to make an ass of himself for approximately 15 minutes.
There was a crew announcement. Kyrene was like, "Hey, full disclosure, this is where we're going. I know some of you don't like that we delivered weapons. I don't feel good about it. We're delivering other things. Don't worry about it." Continue.
Bygrim made an ass of himself in front of Ty, as per usual.
Mm-hmm.
And then Fia picked a fight with God, also as per usual. There was a bit of back and forth, a bit of thunder, a bit of rocking, a bit of cursing, a bit of taunting. And then it eventually turned into a very bizarre interaction between Fia and Bygrim, if I do say so myself. It's all coming back. How bizarre. But in the end, despite the awkward pieces and the incoherence, we did settle on next stop, Bygrim Fia date. And I feel like there was also tension between Ty and Bygrim before. And so that's fun for me. Sort of. And that is my recap.
There's a couple things missing in there, but yeah. I believe Locke and Bygrim had a conversation, and they're going to try and maybe lie to the crew to get them to move faster.
Oh, also Locke for president of the show.
Yeah, Locke for president. Locke went around asking everybody.
Campaign!
And Bygrim had a weird conversation with Ty, I think, at the end of last session.
It was a good it was a healing conversation. That's
I don't know if it was.
I didn't say for who. It's just
you know what? Fair.
Because that was the episode we were like, "Don't be a fuckboy." Like that was the message of.
Yeah.
That was the after school
special. That was the episode where Bygrim was a fuckboy, wrote in his journal, and then got clarification that they didn't sleep with each other.
It changed his mind, like most men should once they gain new information.
I forgot it was the fuckboy episode.
Yeah.
I feel like I've aged 40 years since that one.
This storm rolls into the port again. The waves crash on the sand. The storms don't scare the sailors here as they prepare to leave land. Hoist the sails to catch the winds, a new adventure to begin. And our blood is of the sea, 'cause we yearn to be free. And we'll look to the horizon, it's where you'll find your prizing. 'Cause the storms don't scare the sailors here.
So Beth, did you do those roles I asked you to do that you said you're gonna do?
Oh,
And probably forgot.
Let's do them now. It's more exciting if we do them live, right?
Sure, why not?
That's how that works.
Roll me a D100, because we're starting with you.
That's on me. That's my bad. I'm so sorry.
No, it's
You did
fine.
tell me to do that.
I could have at any point messaged you again, but I was waiting to see. Because you said, roll them promptly. And then like 2 weeks went by.
Yep.
What'd you roll?
I feel like I walked up to come in here, got distracted, did something else.
I kind of figured.
As is my way. First roll, 46.
Okay. Roll again.
$39.
Okay. Roll one more time.
$84.
Okay, cool. All right. So, the Stormbreaker is making its way to the Gnawing Teeth, through the Valthria Sea, and you've got a couple of options ahead of you of where you can go. The sea's been slowing you down a little bit, albeit no thanks to Fia. And I believe Kyrene talked to Locke, sort of venting about possible avenues of travel. Either heading to your right, going through a bunch of islands that should take longer but arguably be safer, a route that she knows well. Going through the Gnawing Teeth, which is sort of a series of islands that are uninhabited, with tall, sheer cliffs. Might take a little bit to get through there, but oddly protected from the ocean's currents. Or just going into the sea, straight beelining it, fastest way. And so, while your captain mulls over those decisions, unsure which one to take, Fia, what are you up to? Last tweet left off, you were in your room, sort of wobbling back and forth between playful and spiteful, and sort of anxious, if I recall.
Yeah, usually. I mean, that pretty much sums up my character.
Mm-hmm.
What time of day is it?
Like noon-ish.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
There's much of the day left. Do I have like a job? Am I supposed to be doing something?
Not necessarily.
All right.
Sorry, the seagulls outside are loud.
I heard
I thought
that.
it was
and I
a
thought,
sound
Oh,
effect.
that's scary. I thought it was too.
Oh, my window, my window
Oh,
is closed.
I was
They
like,
are
damn,
screaming.
Get off the balcony. You freak.
those are my
It's like
people.
I like a little immersion, but you know.
I do live in a port town, and I do live near the water.
That's fine.
Those are my friends.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, listen. Anyways, without ignoring the immersion, you have just sort of been staring out the porthole for a number of hours, just tempting fate.
As one does.
You did have that conversation with Bagram, but
Mhm.
I believe you went back into your room, right?
Oh, I think he came into my room, and then I think I pushed him out, if I recall.
Okay.
Because I was hollering, and he was like, "You good?" And I'm like, "Not really." And then I was like, "Come
Okay,
here."
okay.
And then I was like, "Okay, get out." That's the gist.
Okay, so you've closed the door. Bagram's gone off to talk to Ty. You turn around to take one more look out the porthole. Could you roll a perception check for me?
Famously good at those.
Oh, yeah.
That's a D12, so that's not going to help me. Oh, that's not terrible. 18?
18, okay. You see sort of like the water is starting to get a little bit more buoyant. And you don't see anything, but you swear you hear something. There's sort of a... It is on the cusp of your hearing, but there's sort of like a swishing sound.
As in, like, water in a small container?
It sounds like something big.
Oh, ugh.
But the way it sounds, you can just catch it.
So, like something big moving through the water.
Mm-hmm.
That's not great. Can I peek out a little bit more?
Yeah. You make your way
Oh.
across the room, looking through the porthole. Looking around, could you, this time, make an investigation check for me?
Oh, I'm even better at those. Typically. I say that and I'm going to roll like a 1. Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh, look at that.
Ah. 22.
22. The sea is dark and deep, but you swear you can see shadow down there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Before you were kind of seeing these almost like an underwater current before. Little lines and tendrils like sort of were pushing against the ship that you could make out. You still see remnants of those, but you see that there is a section where the ocean seems to be... It's deep in the ocean, but you can see something almost creating like a bubble around itself, or isn't being affected by this current. And with the way it's creating this sort of bubble around itself, it's not like it's creating like a big air pocket. It's more of like the water is like moved around it.
Parting around it, yeah.
Yeah. You can't tell exactly what shape it takes.
That's not great.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Do I know where Locke is?
I don't think you do.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you do kind of have a rough idea. During the time you and Bygram were having your conversation, Locke would have had to come up from, like, finding art supplies from Verona, and he would have had to pass by you guys. So I'm pretty sure with Bagram standing in the door, you would have seen him scamper off up to the probably up to the upper deck. I think him and Ty are gonna somewhere on the upper deck. I know where he is, but you know that he's probably working on his campaign posters.
Yes. All right. I would like to. I don't really want the other two to spot me just right now, so I'd like to just sort of like sneak around and be like, "Look."
Okay. So, as you go to turn around, you hear the sound of, well, for Beth's reference, I think it's a dinghy bell or like a dock bell. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look out, when you hear the sound, what do you do?
Does that usually signal like an abandoned ship kind of a vibe, or is it like they found something? Do I have like a frame of reference?
In some ports, it is the sound of ships coming in. Some ports it's ships leaving. You don't recall it ever being like an emergency kind of sound.
Usually heralding something then. All right. Does it sound like it came above me or like just like around me?
Around you.
Don't like it. I don't like it. Right. I'll just sort of start saying, "Little bird man, is that you? Little bird man, do you have a bell?"
You say that. You don't get a response.
I never got your name, or if I did, I forgot it. Are you a bird now? You used to go by Mock. Does that still count?
As you talk through the walls, do you like move closer or anything, or?
Yeah, like I'm still sort of creeping towards me door because like the portal has only brought me grief in the past few minutes.
Okay. Creeping towards the door, your passive perception's 15?
14.
14.
Passive investigation is 15.
Passive perception 14 is fine. The wall seems to emanate a coldness, and there's almost like an ashy smell in the air.
The wall.
Yes, the wall emanates a strange coldness.
The wall towards Bygrim or the opposite way?
All of them.
Alright. Can I go over and touch a wall?
Yeah, you touch a wall. Your fingers tense up a bit because it is colder than you were expecting. And as you kind of, do you move your hands away? Do you keep them just stuck there?
Trying to think. I don't think Fia would have that much experience with like frozen things. Like I feel like she's mostly in this kind of, I don't think it's a tropical area, but if it's reliant on shipping and stuff, it's probably fairly temperate.
It's fairly temperate.
Yeah, so I don't think she would understand the danger of putting I mean, obviously the walls are not metal, but I don't think she would understand about the risk of fingers sticking, so I feel like she would hold them there.
Okay. Your fingers tense up a bit as your skin doesn't start to freeze, but it starts getting kind of stuck. The wall is icy cold. And as you're closer, there is a smell that kind of wafts through. sort of an ashy, kind of dank smell.
Gross. Cool. I'm gonna try for me door.
Okay, you move your hands off the wall, and you have that sensation of just like pulling your fingers away.
Mhm.
The wall has just like a warm imprint where your fingers were. Okay, you move towards your door. You didn't notice it before, but there's sort of a strange, very dim light coming from the other side.
Oh, what color is the light?
It's like a pale green,
Nope, of course it is.
like a ghostly pale green.
Of course, it's not gonna be like a lovely sunny yellow. It's gonna be terrible. But you know what? In for a penny, I'm going to try to open the door.
Okay, the door is freezing, but the moment you touch it, you feel the door start to warm up as the handle starts to very dimly glow a orangey gold kind of color. And you watch as the door changes from this very well structurally made wooden door into the edges shift, and it looks almost like a frame of some kind. But you notice that there's strange iconography on it. The thing that you can make out the easiest is a skull and a set of scales.
That's friendly. Cool.
Mhm.
Love this. This is a fun vibe. So the door is it's turned into like a picture frame. So like I can't go through it.
It's still a door,
Okay.
but it's gone from like regular ass door, maybe a bit rounded at the top, to this like square door with like a almost cathedral like designed frame. The handle's still there. There is a skull. There's two scales. If your passive investigation wasn't a 15, you might have missed some of the details. It looks like the door is damaged.
Cool. Weird churchy door. This is great. Nothing's gonna go wrong here. I do well in churches, as we've seen before. So I'm going to take me to church. Let's go.
Okay. You open the door. Do you push the door open or do you pull it open?
I think my door pulls, right? I think that's the canon we've sort of established because I hid behind the door in Bygrim's room.
yes.
So I would assume, like, it wouldn't make sense to open a door into a hallway of a narrow ship. So I would attempt to pull it open.
You pull your door open, and you notice that the hinges have changed. You're still able to pull it open, but as you open the door and examine it, the hinges are different.
Cool. Just freaky hinges. This is getting better and better.
Ahead of you lies a eerie darkness. You can see that there's almost like a hallway made of stone, and there's some dark indents here and there.
I'll walk it.
Okay, as you step in, there is the ding of a bell and sconces on the side of this hallway start to flare up. Each one of them is a skull that has been shattered in a different way, a ghostly green flame appearing out of them. Oh no. um, what is happening in the chat? What's happening in 2 chats right now? Not gay Italian pregnant Luigi again. Kai. Oh jeez. Okay. And as they flare up, you notice that the indents on the wall seem to be, I forget what the proper term for them, but it's sort of in the catacombs where they put bodies,
Mhm.
the little indents. It's those. And you notice that there are remnants of things that were there. You see bits of stone. Some of them look like they were like sarcophaguses that have been destroyed. You see wrappings. You see bones. Walking through this place, you notice that the floor is stone, but there are sort of these almost gold flecked steps in the center. Looking about this place, it looks like it has been decimated. The skull lanterns, the kind of ghostly fire in them, while they did flare to life, they start to dim and flicker. But you can see that there's a door ahead of you. This one, the handles are 2 skeletal arms.
This place has some pretty sick branding. All right.
You see that the top of the door, you almost see like a hooded man's face, not a skull. There's a shattered bust of a man's face at the top of the door. He looks strong, opinionated, and vindictive.
All right.
And beyond that door, you can see that eerie glow.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with this.
Roll a religion check at disadvantage.
Great. I'm already so good at that skill. Let's just...
Yeah.
Worse.
Reminder that you have that thingamabob.
Yeah, but sometimes the mystery is fun.
Sometimes the mystery is great.
So that was an 8.
Plus your intelligence.
2.
So, hey, 10.
10.
This could, who knows?
Not me. That's for damn sure.
You know, you're not super deep into religion. This could be any series of spooky motherfuckers.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
If one of your more religious friends was here, maybe they'd know. But
maybe if
not.
I hadn't yelled at God,
yeah,
none of this would be happening.
Yeah.
We all make choices and we all have to live with the consequences. All right. I'll start to give a little salute to the bust as I sort of push open the other doors.
All right, you grab onto the handles and you're noticing that the way this door will open, the bust will stay there and the doors will push open. But you have... This door doesn't open conventionally. With your passive investigation, you realize that you have to hold the hands, pull down, and then push your way in.
Okay, so it's like a carafe. Do it the right way. All right. Oh, sure. This... Can I... Well, you know what? I was going to say I'm going to check for traps, but I'm in some sort of a freaky nightmare land anyway.
Yeah,
so what the
freaking
hell am I gonna
nightmare
do?
land. All right. As you push the door open, this thick smog comes out of the door and obscures your vision. As it parts, you are in a 2-story sort of open, it's an open room with a 2-story kind of balcony that looks down into this place. There are shelves of things. There are various items on racks. There's some dummies that are wearing cloth. There's a couple of things that there are like blankets and cloths covering things. And there's a bell that rings as you enter. You see a figure 15 feet ahead of you behind a counter start to turn. You see a little dwarven man that you haven't seen in a long time. He's in a dark robe, and he just stares at you and goes, "Oh, back at it again, huh?"
I know this person.
Of course you know me. I give you your sword. It's me.
Oh my gosh, it's Jimmy 4 Feet. You have a very strange abode.
Tell you the truth, this isn't just my abode.
You have a roommate. It's very economical. It's tough out there these days.
I sure do have a roommate. Special roommate.
Oh, are you lovers? That's what I'd call a special roommate.
Well, I do have a love for him. It's not like that.
It's not like, huh?
Yeah.
Is that a name? Or was that a sneeze?
I do have a love for him, but it's not like that.
Oh, it's not like that. The accent.
Mm-hmm.
I understand. It's not like that. So
The-
your special roommate, not your lover.
No.
All right. What's up? This is an odd time to be shopping. Is this your shop?
This is our... It's not necessarily a shop. Sort of an arsenal.
An arsenal. Love stumbling upon
Maybe
a cat
maybe a library. It's a couple of things. Hidden is what it is.
It's crazy that I found it without even trying.
Some might say it's fated that you are here.
Well, I don't know if it's fated
So-
if you made it appear in front of me. That just feels like you made it appear in front of me. That feels a little less like fate and a little bit more like you chose to do that
Well,
thing.
I might have
No
been.
offense.
I might have connected the pathway, but you answered the call.
Did I?
Seems like it wasn't on purpose.
Or were
But
you
something-
the bell?
My benefactor is the bell.
Your Ben. Is that your special roommate?
My special roommate, who we will not name
Why not?
because they're supposed to be dead.
Who
No, wait.
isn't? You know?
If we do not say their name, so that she doesn't find out.
Who the fuck is she?
Close the door behind you.
Jimmy, there's just me and you and dead people.
Close the
Who's
damn.
walking through the door?
Close the damn door behind you.
Fine, close the damn door.
There is sort of there's a moment where sound vanishes. And you kind of feel it in the air. It almost gives you a slight headache. And you can kind of see the room ripples a little bit. All right. Come here.
Must I? You're giving me a bit of the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, that's sort of the vibe.
Well, I can tell from you're doing a great job. Are we sticking to that bit? All right, I'll come closer.
Tell me, have you ever wanted to fight fate?
Oh, we're just getting into some serious questions, Jimmy. Is this an interview or an intervention?
Could be a bit of both, depending on what you're fancying.
Jimmy, now's not the time. I'm already in a very complicated love triangle. I don't want to add another point to it. I'm very flattered.
Oh boy, that's not enough.
Listen, I appreciate it. You're lovely. My friend loved the bird staff that I got. Sword aces. When I have it. It's gone now.
Just some of the collection of relics from my travels.
Right. Have I ever felt like I want to fight fate? Well, I suppose that depends. I waffle between believing in fate and sometimes just living in the world is chaos and we choose to find fate in the acts of randomness, or else we kind of go crazy feeling lost in all the chaos of it all. Of an uncaring universe, you know what I mean?
It's true. Some of the gods, though, some of the gods spin and weave fate. Some of them rule over it, intervening or determining things, setting people up to die. Let's say my benefactor. Not always a big fan of that.
Of fate.
Of fate.
Okay. Okay, Jimmy.
We're a bit more acquainted. You've been here a second time. You could call me James.
What? That feels like a step backward.
Oh, fuck me, alright. Just call me Jimmy then.
Well, I can call you James if that's what you prefer, but James feels so much more formal. It'd be like saying, oh, hi, my name is, fucking Jimmy, and then call me James. It's just okay, that's just a real role reversal. I can call you James, it's fine. It's just, it seems, alright, James.
You know what, just call me whatever. You can even make up a new name for me.
I'll call you. I mean, I might say to my friends that Jimmy Four. So are you James 4 feet?
Realistically, 4 feet's not even my last name.
Well, I didn't think so. I didn't think you were passed down from a long lineage of 4 feets or foots. 4 feet.
Wait, I'm probably the tallest one in my family if they're still around.
Jimmy, we're losing the plot.
We are? Well, let's get back onto it. Just call me whatever. Jimmy 4 feet's sort of my
alias.
Merchant alias for when I go out into the world and I sow the seeds of chaos and change and fate.
All right.
Yeah. I didn't exactly bring you here. Part of this is a connection. There's a part of you that's standing up and defying fate.
Right.
And that tiny thread was honed in on. There was a call. There was a ebb and a flow. So this place appeared in what I would call your time of need. Tell me, what do you know about the Raven Queen?
What do I know about the Raven Queen?
Roll a religion check. You can just do a flat roll.
Okay. Oh, that one was a good one. I might know something. 19.
19. You know that the Raven Queen is the current goddess of death. Mm-hmm. People say that she is an amalgamation of shattered memories and failures given form. Some say that she is a woman that rose to power and killed the previous god of death. Some say that she's always been the god of death, but she's just taken a new form and rebranded.
Love a rebranding. Very important to stay relevant. Well, James, I know that she...
You know what? Go back to Jimmy. James seems weird now that I think about it.
Well, like, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever you're comfortable with. But what about Jim? Is that a nice... Is that like a middle point? We don't like Jim. Okay.
How about Jam?
Come on and slam. And welcome to Jams.
Huh.
You could use that.
Anyways.
Fine. Anyways, Raven Queen, well, there's many thoughts on her. Could be a person who rose to power. Could be, might have killed the last god of death. That's pretty metal.
She didn't, but she thought she did.
Is that what we're talking about with your benefactor?
That's right.
All right.
I want you to shoot.
I'm not good at shooting.
As he does that, you feel there's almost like a coldness that like creeps its way across your mouth.
Well, I don't.
Could you make a charisma saving throw for me?
Of course. Oh, that's... Wow, I am rolling 17s like mad tonight. 19.
Okay. Unfortunately, that's a failure.
What?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So you feel a magic take hold. It's like, no, I don't trust you to keep your word, but you did just say that you're bad at talking, so I'm just gonna just a little shush.
Well, I don't really appreciate that.
Understandable, but I can't. My benefactor. I can't let the word out. But we trust you enough to give you the tools to change your fate. One of which you already have.
Sword.
The sword.
Do I have to collect, like...
How's that thing doing?
Oh, I don't know. It disappeared.
You say that, but you feel something on your back.
Hold on. I'm getting new information.
You reach back there and you feel there's almost like an invisible weight. And as you grab onto something, it coalesces into a form. That sword is on your back and in your hand.
So it looks like it's pretty good. That's pretty crazy. Didn't know it was there.
In a way, it's always with you.
Like your special roommate.
My special roommate. He's in hiding.
Right.
We'll call him Kevin. Maybe Big K.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't want anything to do with Big K. Ugh.
Well, if you don't want to call him Big K, he's got a formal name. But the Judge of the Dam doesn't necessarily go by that name much anymore.
The Judge of the Dam?
The Judge of the Damned.
Judge of the Damned. Judge of the Damned. Your accent is very thick. Did you know that?
I know that.
All right.
Part of it's from being over 850 years old. The other part is from living in Smugville.
Yeah, well, you look not a day over 480, if I do say so myself.
I know that's a damn lie.
Well, truth be told, I don't really know how to place you. You've got like this... In some lighting, it looks like you're dead. In other lightings, it looks like you're just a spraying thing. So I don't really...
Yeah.
I can't quite put a finger down.
That's sort of the real bonus I have from good old Kellenvor.
Is that the special roommate
That's the
that we're
special
not
roommate.
supposed to mention?
Yeah, that's Big K.
Okay, well, you did a great job about your special roommates. Thrilled. I'm the one who gets a curse, and you're just the one saying things.
Listen, you're not cursed. Not by Big K. Or me. It just, if you say his name, it's just gonna be garbled. That's all.
So that's like 80% of how you sound anyway. So...
Absolutely. You might sound like me when you talk about it.
Oh no, drunk?
I can't get drunk anymore.
Ugh.
We are
is it
in
like
a
metabolism thing, or is it the roommate?
Who knows anymore?
Oh, all right.
But we're in a little folded pocket dimension.
Like you and me.
Yeah.
And you can't get drunk in this pocket dimension.
I don't think it's the pocket dimension that makes me not get drunk. I think it's more my physiology.
I see. That's disappointing.
It is what it is. I have to be ever vigilant.
Right.
Listen, I got it. The judge of the damned, the Lord of the dead.
Mm-hmm.
May he resurrect in peace. He folded part of his domain. After the Raven Queen struck him down, he folded himself into a little ball. And
you serve a ball?
Maybe. He's not ready to take a new form yet. He's got to hatch like an egg.
You serve an egg?
Me and a couple others. We're a secret society. We serve an egg.
Secret society. Oh, I got. Okay, can I tell my friend that there is a secret society that exists to a would-be dead god? Can I tell my friend that? They'll love it. I won't say the name.
Sure.
Can I just... Excellent. They'll be stoked.
I don't know if they'll really believe you.
I bet you 500 gold pieces he will.
You don't have 500 gold.
I think I do.
Well, damn. All right, I might take that bet.
Yeah, sure, whatever. We're all gonna die pissed off a god.
That's sort of why we're here.
Because I pissed off a god.
A little bit.
Oh.
I mean, see, Calibre, he pissed off
You
a
said
mortal.
it again! Jimmy! James! My guy! You're breaking your own rules.
I'm breaking my rules right now so that you know who I'm talking about.
Initial K, I got it.
All right, Big K. From now here on out, Big K.
All right, all right, that's fine.
Anyways, Big K pissed off a demigod, a semi-mortal. She came after his ass and took his wig.
Took his wig?
I mean, I think that's the term that your generation uses now. Snatch his wig or something. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you meant like a literal hairpiece.
No.
I'm not really all that hip either, Jimmy. I'm over 100 years old. I don't know what the kids are saying.
Oh, wow. I'm like 8 times as old as you.
I mean, that doesn't speak to my age. That speaks to yours. I don't know what to tell you.
I know, I'm old as fuck. I've been here for a while.
So he took his wig in a metaphorical sense.
The Raven Queen took Kellamvore's wig. She snatched it.
The Raven Queen. Okay. Yeah.
Kellamvore's.
She done clap back or something.
Big K. Oh boy. Big K. Listen, I don't say his name normally because I'm the only one in here.
I thought you said there were others.
There's others, but they're not in here. We're sort of working like a tangential space.
I understand.
We do have like
meetings,
little meetings here and there, but we're kind of spread far between in and around.
Yeah, but if you're in an interdimensional space, can't you just fold that space and just be in the same place and sort of hang out?
It's complicated.
All right.
Anyways,
I'm just saying, it's good to have company, Jimmy. James. It's good to have people in your life that you can talk to on a regular basis. Like, it's good for the mental health.
I don't even worry about mental health right now.
All right.
I have a mission.
I think you should.
But maybe later.
All right.
I'm pretty sure though, I'm gonna be immortal forever. So it's just I have all the time in the world to work on my mental health.
Everyone thinks, Jimmy.
Listen. Take it from someone who's over 800 years old. I'm immortal. I can't be killed.
100%. I'm with you. We're saying the
Anyways.
same things.
Our job here is a big K. He wants to help people defy fate. He doesn't think it's maybe it's being having his job yoinked from him, or maybe it's that he's fed up of things. Wants to help people defy their fate a little bit here and there. Doesn't really go after everybody, but goes after the ones that are real in the thick of it, the real unlucky ones. You, man. Apparently, he pulls out this like scroll. Apparently, you've been kicked in the ass all 87,000 days of your life.
Yeah, that does check out, Jimmy. That's quite the hell of a way to say it, though, you know.
Well,
Yeah, all right. What
So-
are you gonna do?
do you want to defy fate? Do you want to? Was Amberly? You want to be a thorn in her side?
I would love to be. I think I am a little, but I'd love to be a bigger one.
Well, I'm offering you a chance to work with us and kill Big K. You watch as he pours himself a thick liquid and just drinks it.
Jimmy, was that porridge?
No, that was maple syrup.
That's not better. All right.
Oh, I needed a sweet treat. Anyways, would you like to? I'm formally asking you if you'd like to join our order. You don't have to. You don't have to swear yourself to kill more, but maybe defy fate in his name a little bit.
Okay, but how am I supposed to defy fate in his name if he doesn't want his name spread around? Like, you got to admit, it's a little confusing.
You could say you could dedicate actions of yours for defying fate
Uh-huh.
and being beyond death, all those kind of things. Those will sort of send him a signal, strength,
Okay, so he wants my...
audacity.
So, like, I go out there and I like, fuck you, fate.
As you defy death and fate,
This is from Big K. Or am I just cutting out that line and it's just like, that's for fate.
I would cut out the Big K.
All right.
Maybe call him like Killer Kevin or something. He'll love that.
I don't like it.
You know what? You'll figure something out, I'm sure.
Kelly. Good old Kelly.
Why not? Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson.
Well,
Yep. Okay.
looking at you. Well, would you help us defy fate? Would you cut the threads and collect those threads for us?
That sounds pretty cool.
It's a partnership.
Mm-hmm.
You defy fate for us. You got a big fate,
Just a big fat fate.
especially if you keep bitching on that bitch.
That's what I do. If you can count on me for one thing, it's being a mouthy little bugger. So,
Perfect. Well, he holds out his left hand, and you see that you notice that his left hand is now golden and skeletal. It is etched with runes of death. You see that there is a skull on the palm. It's on some kind of stretched leather, and there is a scale in its mouth. If you shake on this, we bind you to this accord. But we will grant you power.
real quick, just like a super quick query.
Yeah.
Will this diametrically oppose the other two people in my party?
I mean,
Like the two holy people. Locke is down for anything.
He's not afraid of it. Yeah, he's a wily, my son of a bitch.
Yeah, like if I seriously, when I get out of this place, I'm gonna be like, Locke, guess what? I came across a secret society dedicated to a god that's supposed to be dead and isn't, and he'll be like, "Holy fuck, Thea, that's incredible!"
I'm just gonna put a little abjuration magic on you so no one else hears any of that shit. Okay.
But like Locke can.
Yeah, okay, and it's just prying eyes.
That's fine. That's fine.
To answer your question, this will not go against Eldath or Maliki.
Okay, so they're like defying
fate doesn't really deal with nature and peace.
Yeah, all right. Like this guy, a big gay.
I mean, he was the god of death, and he did have a relationship with other gods. It was neutral, I suppose.
I mean, that's fine, but he's not like an evil guy. Like he's not out here being like, I'm gonna, I don't know, spread rot throughout the world.
No, he's not evil. He definitely would be opposed to that. He's generally opposed to undeath and things like that. He thinks things should die naturally.
I mean, that makes sense with a god of death. I feel like they'd be big on the death part, which is kind of why I'm a little confused why you're immortal, but I digress. That's not for me to decide. You know what I mean?
I'm immortal because Kellamore has like a handful of followers left that weren't just snuffed out.
I see.
That's why we're a secret society. Stretched across the realm. But you, the runes start to glow an eerie green. You could be one of our tools against fate.
Do I get a really sick skeletal hand as well?
Probably not, but we can work something up for you.
I'd love to be part of a workshop, and as far as some sort of like aesthetic look, like maybe in some lights you can see like my skeleton, like my skull peeking through. That could be very cool.
As you gain parity with us, we will figure out some aesthetics for you.
Also, it's like a pyramid, or it's like a ladder system.
It's like a work bonus. The more you work with us, the cooler stuff. Yeah,
that's cool. Okay, so I got to like level up, essentially. Well, that sounds pretty rad to me. I mean, so far, the sword, nothing bad's happened. My friends got a bit, touchy.
I understand that you haven't really had the sword for you haven't really been able to use it, but we can.
Well, they took it away from me.
Well, now you have it back, and we'll give you something else.
Oh, so it's gonna? Is it always gonna be invisible?
No, nope.
Oh, so they're gonna see it. They might get a bit touchy about it.
I mean, if you like, we could make it invisible. It will appear when you go to wield it, though.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I think if it's invisible most of the time, and then when I wield it, maybe I can be like, no, guys, you mistook. You misunderstood. This is the same rapier you gave me.
Where's that rapier?
That they gave me.
Yeah.
It's this one. It's a nice,
Okay,
nice
hold on. Give me the other one.
This one.
Okay. You watch as this magical scale kind of forms out of energy and then starts to kind of like construct itself as he puts one of the swords on the scale and the other on there. You watch as they start to balance out, and then they sort of both go translucent. And then the scales tip. Your old rapier, gone. Your cool, sick-ass sword, as you look at it, you see it shift between two different images.
Holy shit, Jimmy, this is so much cooler than anything you had in your store.
That's not true at all. I mean, my storefront takes various different stocks, and some. Truth be told, we set up various different stores to hand out
Pamphlets.
goods to people
Let me see.
to change their fate a little bit.
Show promise. I understand. Cool. So my friends will now see.
They'll see your old rapier, but you know the truth.
It's the sick rapier.
Yeah,
I
I forget. Did you two actually shake on it, or did he just
Not
do
yet.
that? Yeah, okay. So, holds out his hand again. Yeah, shake on it, yeah.
Why the hell not? What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, brother.
No.
Okay, he shakes your hand, and you feel this almost tingling cold surge through your arm and into your body. You feel... It almost feels like your soul pulses. Well then, now that we struck you in a chord, tell me, what do you think is your biggest weakness?
Oh, Jimmy, is this an interview? James? Real quick sidebar. Is it James I'm going with or Jimmy? I just want to make sure I'm going the right way.
You know what? Just switch it up every day. I'm sick and I don't care.
All right. We'll go with both. It's an and/or situation, all right. Jimmy, James, Jim James. Are we conducting the interview now? Because this feels like it should have been done before. And do you mean like a technical weakness, or like, oh, my biggest weakness is that I work too hard, or I'm
your technical
too
weakness.
driven?
I don't want that bullshit. I know that's not true.
It's such hard shit. I don't know why we're expected to do it.
Capitalism. Lucky for me, I don't have to deal with that anymore.
That's true. You're kind of outside of it. Well, as far as like the technicality of it all, I'm not the strongest like Bygram, nor the wisest like Ty, nor the most people persony is Locke. But I'm not terrible. I just tend to be extremely, good at getting in and out of places. And praying I don't get caught there.
I see. Well, let's see. Let's figure out something for you. Tell me, are you like a... Tell me, what would you like more? Would you like to do cool shit, kill shit, or be unkillable?
Oh man, all three of those. That's not really fair.
You can pick one.
Can you break it down for me a little further? Differentiate the cool shit, the kill shit, or the not be killed shit.
Would you like to do some cool magic shit? Would you like to be able to kill things real good? Or would you like to probably be like the Spectre of Death and be unkillable?
Once upon a time I might have said that I'd like to do the magic the most. But I think my biggest strength is my ability to take down opponents. So perhaps I just become a blade. Although the magic is also very cool. So like if I could have like that too.
Oh, you know what? Tell me. You know what? I have an idea. He motions at one of the dummies, and you watch this shadow pull off of it and make its way onto you and wrap around you. And you have this sort of shadowy, hooded cape. It is Let me just double check something. Okay. You have this layered, shadowy cape. It's hooded. You can see that there is inscriptions, and as you read them, they become known to you, but they're sort of like a chanting of like, from the shadows I will strike.
Pretty cool cape, Jimmy.
This is yours.
All right. What does it do? Other than look very intimidating, I'm sure.
Let you move in the shadows better. Let you see in the shadows better. Let you piss off your enemies better.
All three things sound wonderful. I love doing all of those things.
All right. Well, you hear the sound of a dinner bell. Well, it seems like we're done here. For now.
All right.
Well,
Is that your lover? Ringing that bell.
no, that's just their timer.
Oh, I didn't realize we were on the clock.
We are. Speaking of which, it's time for you to go face your fate.
I thought I was supposed to get rid of it.
Exactly.
All right, James. It's been a real slice. Do you have anything I can give to Locke? Do you have like a little thing, like a paperweight? Or like a pencil? Like a keychain?
Roll a persuasion check.
He's running for office. A button maker. That would be really the best thing. It's a natural 20. It's a natural 20. Plus 2, it's a 22.
Oh, brother!
That's so funny. Oh, it's for you, buddy. I got your back, Locke.
You know what? Here, he conjures up some shadow into a shape that starts to warble. It's like, give this to him and tell him to clench his fist on it. When he reopens it, it'll be something cool.
All right, you promise not to blow him up.
I promise not to blow up your little fishman friend.
Okay, because my would-be maybe girlfriend would probably kill me.
Joke's on her, you can't die, right?
That's so true.
All right, now get out of here.
All right. Wait, do we have like monthly hangouts or something? Am I supposed to check in? Do I have to pray now?
Pray will be good, but I say do it under the night. Do it in secrecy.
All right.
Do not let that raven bitch catch a whiff of you.
All right. And if she does,
we'll send you to fight her.
Cool.
And then our secret will die with you.
Well, you know what? That sounds pretty sick anyway. Good thing to die from, right?
I suppose so. I don't know if you've ever been pecked to death by 10,000 birds that scream in a human voice, but...
Have you?
No. What apparently Kellamore is, does not like to talk about it, really.
Good.
Anyways.
So no ravens.
No ravens.
Raven motif out.
Other birds are fine.
That's good. I'm partial to the gulls. Cool. This has been a real slice. Lots to think on. Thank you for the little doodad. Locke will be stoked.
Mm-hmm.
Cloak. Excited to serve Kellamore with you. Walk later. Bye-bye.
All right.
parts.
As you go to push the door open, you have there's almost like a vertigo as you push the door open and push your real door. As you push the door open, but fall through your real door, and you're back on the ship.
Am I wearing my cloak?
You are.
Sick.
You've noticed that it has shifted from shadow into this sort of like dark blue and dark green and almost like a dark, like it's all black, but it has color in it.
Like
And
an oil slick or something?
Yeah, kind of. But you notice that like the inscriptions on this, they're almost translucent, like only you can see them.
Cool. Do I check my hip and my back? Do I have my not so rapier?
You have your rapier and you feel it pulse.
Sick. And they thought it was so bad, and here I am. Look at me, I'm making connections. I got to go find Locke. He's gonna fucking lose his mind. And I look for Locke.
Okay. You try to go and find Locke. And give me a second, friends. Okay, question before we go any further. Do we want to take a break now, or do we want to push a little bit more and take a break?
Don't look at me.
Okay, we'll push a little bit more then.
I'm the one who's been talking most of the time.
Yeah, all right. So, as you head up onto the deck, you feel the ship kind of warble back and forth. The rest of you, what are you doing?
I mean, Locke is just like on the deck, laying on his belly with like his legs kicking behind him, painting a little poster.
And honestly, with Verona's paints, she's got quite a collection. You do a good job. Or do you think Locke does a bad job?
No, I think he does a pretty decent job. He's probably like spent a lot of time alone. I think he maybe comes up with a slogan like something like "A vote for the fish is making a wish."
I like that. All right, so you're working on that. Ty, Bygram.
She's probably still recovering, so she's not doing a whole lot. She's sitting, maybe dozing. If it gets too sunny out, though, she'll go find somewhere that's shaded.
Okay.
I think Bygram probably sit next to Ty for a little bit. Make sure she doesn't, fall overboard with her current condition. But that's about it.
Okay. A couple minutes go by, and eventually Fia pops out. All right, Fia. Yeah, you're on the deck. You're looking for Locke. What do you think you would use to try and find him? Perception or investigation? For Beth's knowledge, he is in the crow's nest, and he is... I assume you're, like, laying down to use, like, the bottom of the crow's nest as, like, a surface?
Yeah, I don't know why I'm in the crow's nest. I said I was on the deck. I don't know if you are.
Sorry. You were in the crow's nest before, but Jolly. But if you're on the deck, then... Sorry. You can see him then. He's on the deck.
Okay. I'll just do like the psst, Locke.
He like looks around.
He said that.
Come here. Come here.
Yeah, is that you?
Yes, come here. Get over here.
Okay, he's gonna like pick up his little poster and walk over to Fia.
Hey, so, guess what? I was doing some, we'll say reading, and I discovered there's this sort of secret cult that follows this god that's supposed to be dead and isn't dead. And they sort of worship him. Nope, different one actually. There's a theme coming out. But guess what? In the book, I found this. I hold it out to talk, and I say, if you squeeze it, I think something cool will happen.
Are you playing a prank on me?
You know, when I say it out loud, it does sound like I am, but I promise you I'm not.
Okay, but why
Or at
don't you
least-
want to keep this for yourself?
If there's, well, no, I got it for you. But if there's a prank being played, it's not me from you.
I'm a bit confused, but okay.
Me too, honestly. But got that with you in mind.
So you're saying there's more than one cult out there that's worshipping a not-so-dead god?
I think so. I mean, I suppose we don't know if Sylvanus is dead. I've been sort of operating under the assumption that he is, but maybe he's not. Maybe he's hiding.
Maybe you're right.
That would be quite a pickle.
Well, I don't know, that seems pretty shitty of him, you know.
How do we?
Well, I mean, one of his followers was like turned into a whole tree man and he was like stuck to a wall for like 30 years. I'd be pretty pissed off if he was just like in someone's basement.
Chilling. Yeah, just hanging out. That is a so fair assessment. What if possibly though, what if the followers instead were just like running really sick shops? Sometimes had some really cool wares. That's not a bad fate. You know, while
like
you wait for your god to...
franchising.
Sort of like kind of like a weird traveling curio shop.
Okay, I like that.
And then like I guess like maybe your god is sort of like just hanging out, waiting for a good time for like their relaunch.
Like a weird
for-
Dickie D.
Did you say Dickie D? What's that?
Not a universal term, I see.
Nope.
Like an ice cream guy.
Wait, really? You don't know what a Dickie D is?
No.
Okay.
Where did that? Okay, I have researched it. Where did that thing come from? Can we use it?
Okay.
Okay.
Who's this Dickie? It's not important. I'm really stuck on this now.
It's just like an ice cream chariot or whatever.
Okay. All right. Well, I grew up mostly on the sea. It's very rural. So we don't have many
same.
of those ice cream carts.
No, I just
Go
heard
around.
about it. I read about
Right.
it.
I understand. I didn't do much reading.
Then why'd you pick up this book?
Well, I wanted to get better at reading.
Okay, well, if something bad happens, yeah, I'm going to be real pissed off.
Well, why don't you do it now so if something bad happens, we can handle it together?
Okay, can you hold my poster so it doesn't get ruined?
Oh, I thought you were going to say hold your hand.
Oh,
Yeah, we can hold your
I
bolster.
think I'll need both hands to squeeze it.
Well, I didn't know if you wanted to do like a team squeeze. That sounds weird. Just carry on.
Okay.
He'll just squeeze the little thing between his hands.
Okay. Look, you squeeze this thing. Is there anything you think about while squeezing this thing?
I hope I don't get pranked.
You don't get pranked. Okay. Wow.
I sort of hope
on
like,
his mind.
I want this to help with your campaign, you know. So
Right, become captain Or no pranking me.
All right.
Okay.
Come Captain or no pranking me. Okay.
I don't think it does anything for you.
Give me a moment, young man.
You're squeezing really hard.
Okay, so as you squeeze this thing, this weird shadowy mass, you can feel it. It's cold to the touch. It's eerie to the touch. But you can start to feel. You kind of feel the outside of your hands start to not like freeze, but like stiffen. But then
Feels bad for you.
eventually, as you're squeezing this thing, it starts to get warm and warm and warm. And as you squeeze it, you feel there is a shudder in it, and it changes shape. And it feels smooth.
It's like a stress ball.
He'll open his hands.
All right, you You open your hands, and there is this sort of stone skull with kind of golden filigree on it. There is these 2 gems, 2 emeralds in the eye, and a sapphire in the mouth. And I don't know, something about this stone. You'd think it's good luck.
I mean,
He's kind of a weird little guy. He's just like, you feel a connection to him.
Well, that wasn't exactly what I thought it would do, but it's kind of neat. Little skull guy with some precious medals and
it's
stuff.
pretty cool.
Maybe you can, I don't know, it might be a bit cumbersome for your
My hat. I was
hat.
thinking that as well. Maybe I could dangle it from my belt or something.
Well, I mean, it might be a cool centerpiece, though, if you put some, like, feathers around it, or, like, on the side, and, like...
Mm-hmm.
Not to tell you how to dress, you're doing a great job. You look great.
Oh, thanks. Should I spruce myself up a little bit, you know, get the popular vote?
Is that how you get the popular vote?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm happy for a montage if you'd like to go next time we stop into town. We can pick out some new digs. I know my shirt is relatively sewn.
Your new cape is cool. Who gave you that?
It's, you know what, been in my bag. Forgot I had it. And then I was looking through for that book. And then I was like, holy shit. Sick cape.
You're really missing out.
You know, sometimes you just put stuff away and then you just sort of forget about it, and then it sort of comes back in the morning.
I get it.
It's so true, buddy. You get it. Well, I hope you enjoy the little man face. Hope it helps you win. If it comes to that.
Okay.
Poster looks great.
You think so? I've been working really hard on it.
You know what? By the poster alone, you'd have my vote.
That's good.
I like the fish wish thing.
It rhymes.
It does. Lock le pois.
Did you just write me a little song?
I wanted, you know, it's in Elvish, you know, for that classy vote.
Okay. I'll think about using it.
Yeah. Le Poisson Rock.
I would like to know more about this cult, though.
The one I was telling you about.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to, like right now?
I don't
Or
know.
like in
Maybe
the
you
future.
haven't done all your like research or whatever.
You know, I
Who's the
feel
god?
like that's a great question. Goes by many aliases, I think. Big K.
Okay.
Lord of the Damned, Lord of the Scales, Judger of Souls. I don't know, something like that.
Okay. Well, as long as you don't like, I don't know. There's like 7 of them that are like.
7 cults. I think there's more than 7.
No, I mean like gods at present that are just kind of like, hey guys, what's up? How you doing?
We do seem to be the belle of the ball.
So if you can not call this one, that'd be great.
You mean like not ring him in?
Well, I mean, I just don't want someone else to be pissed off at us, you know.
Well, who's to say they'd be pissed off? Maybe they'd be quite
Everyone
impressed.
seems pretty pissed off at us. We have
I
like
don't
3
think
of
my
them that want to
legions-
turn us into little pig boys.
Well, I mean, look, if we're being 100% honest here, like I feel like you're a little bit like you have to own that one just a little bit.
Okay, well, we were all there.
For sure, but like you definitely were like, "Fuck you, Dada."
Okay, maybe.
Like I'll take my Umber Leaf like 100%. I was downstairs half an hour ago disparaging her name, but
I'm just saying that like we shouldn't like. I don't know. I feel like we've been invited to a party and we weren't really invited to, like, and they're gonna instead of pouring pig's blood on us, they're just gonna turn us into little pigs.
I see. It's another prank. Do gods pull pranks?
Every day, I think.
Hmm.
Maybe there's a
Well.
prank god as well, you know.
That could be you. That could be your domain log. Prank.
I don't think I'm very good at pulling pranks.
Well, I've never seen you try.
That's true.
Maybe that's a secret talent of yours.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't have to be if you don't want it to be.
Well, I don't know.
Well, this has been very illuminating. Make sure not to bring any more gods into this party. Well, on that note, I've got more reading to do. Thought you'd like The Rock. Happy birthday.
It's my birthday.
I don't know. But I
I
figure
don't
I've
know
missed it
either.
somewhere.
Sure.
Oh. Well, this took a sadder turn than I was anticipating.
Why?
I'm gonna go do some reading. Oh, here's your
Okay.
poster.
Oh,
Looks
thanks.
great.
Have you become disenchanted by speaking to me?
No, not at all, Locke. I always love your company. It's just there's some
Just
things that
feels, you know, like you're running a bit.
that's just my speciality.
Sure. I'll
I
go
just-
back to working on my poster.
Well, I mean, if you want, you could come and hang out with me while I read.
No, it's all right. It feels like a pity hangout now.
No, it doesn't have to be. We could hang out for reals.
I got things to do. You got things to do.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Well, I hope you enjoy your little guy.
Thanks. I will. I'll put them on my belt.
Okay. Bye.
All right. So you go on your merry way. Locke, you continue finishing up these posters, and they're looking better and better. I don't know if you're doing the same poster every time, or if you're doing multiple, but they're every time you do them, they seem to get better and better.
I get more dazzling in the photos. Like the first one's like a little guppy, and the last one is like
Wait, you get yassified?
Yeah, the last one is the most yassified Locke. Ty and Byram, are you two still hanging out? You're watching Ty as she's been sick as fuck.
It's more like just monitoring, I guess.
Yeah.
Just sitting, talking.
Monitoring. Ty, can you make a spiral of emulation roll?
Oh shit.
I can. Let's see.
The ship gets a little choppier, and there's a moment where you look over towards Fia and Locke having a conversation, and your vision sort of narrows around them, and you start to feel lightheaded.
14.
14. Okay, hold on. 14. Okay. Ty, you start to go cold, and you can feel the warmth leaving your body. But
That's nice.
yeah, you feel calm. Whether it's Byron's presence or you're looking at two people you really care about, and your vision starts to kind of come back into itself.
I think she doesn't move or anything. Kind of like when you've got a migraine and you find the perfect spot that you're lying down and it's dark and it's peaceful and you're like, I can't move from here because it's all going to come back.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she's doing. So she's not going to move, but the relief is nice.
All right. As you take a break and everyone kind of just chills out, we'll chill out by going into our break. We'll see you all back in our story in the season in just a little bit.
Welcome to the Charisma Saving Show ad break. Looking for ways to support the show? We've got tons of great free options for you. If you haven't already, why not subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow our Twitter, or join our Discord? Already doing all those things? There are other great ways for you to interact with our show, like leaving us a comment, using our hashtag, hitting the like button, or interacting with our chat on premiere days. So set sail with us and join in on the adventure.
It was on this ocean you found your adventure with a true sailor's heart, putting the ink to your story that set you apart. The waves on those waters, they swayed and they crashed, but the heart of you sailors is braver than its brash. I know these currents will carry you home, because home is wherever you roam. The ink in your pages may run, but these stories have already begun. And when the storm rolls through the port again, and the waves crash on that sand, we know those storms don't scare you sailors there. You were all made to leave dry land. So you hoisted sails and you caught the wind, as your journeys all did begin, and your blood is of the sea. You all set sail to be free. You heard that horizon hailing, because that's where your destiny's sailing. No storms out there can stop you sailors here. So let's sound off, cast and crew, as another drop drips into the sea and the tide's ebb and flow brings you all back to this wonderful story.
Yoha, and welcome back. It's ahoy backwards.
I thought we were like Stardew Valley referencing.
We could be. The campaign. We shift the campaign over to Stardew. Actually, technically, you've already done that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm romancing Harvey.
Not the serial killer.
No.
Every time.
Every time. Anyways. So, we return to all of you on the Stormbreaker. You can see that the ship is heading towards the place that I named the Gnawing Teeth. The boat is getting a little rocky here and there. Remind me, Fia, you gone to read in your room?
Well, that was a lie, but yes, I've gone back to my room because it was kind of awkward. But I'm gonna go back and I'm going to try my hand at like praying, I guess, and be like, hey, friends told me to not fuck around with more gods. Guess what I did right away immediately.
Okay. If you're praying to, what do I call him? Uncle K, Daddy K, Big Papa K.
I don't like any of these.
Oh, what? Trying to think of something even more cringe, but I can only do so much with that letter before it hits bad territory.
Yep. That is.
Anyways, you pray to Big K. Do you pray to anything specific?
Nope. Just now a sudden bit of like maybe this was a mistake, but now we're here.
Okay, roll a religion check for me.
Perhaps I should have consulted, but I wasn't really given time to. It was sort of in the moment. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. I promise that I've been rolling this dice, which is kind of like a murky one, which feels fitting for Fia's current state. But I rolled a natural 19.
Okay.
So it's like a 21, I think.
That's a 21. You feel that while you don't worship Kilumvor, the fact that you have made this sort of oath, this pact with Jimmy Forefeet, and the fact that you have your blade and your cloak, you feel that having those things sort of solidifies a connection for you. So you kind of feel your prayer go through, and you don't necessarily hear a voice, but there is this feeling of assurance that Kilumvor heard you. It's almost like you feel in yourself that he's like nodding.
Cool.
And I will also give you with this religion check. You know your two devout friends in your party. Their gods seem to be beyond this realm, and as such, the connection between them is a little less stable. As you've noticed certain gods on the material plane, Kalos, Umberlee, they seem to have a more direct connection to their followers.
Mm-hmm.
You think that wherever Kilumvor is, this pocket dimension is not so far away that you can't get a proper connection to him. The connection you feel takes a while. It's the equivalent of like Wi-Fi hotspotting a bunch of times, but you can tell that you can get direct access to him if you need it. It might be spotty, but it's through Jimmy Forefeet and him, you can sort of enact your will.
Cool. So Jimmy, take the wheel. Got it.
That's one thing you have over your two devout friends.
That's so true. me and Jimmy Forefeet until the end. A ride or die.
Okay, so gonna move the ship. The ship, because it's those of you on the deck, you notice a couple times every few minutes, maybe like every 10 minutes or so, Iggsy is navigating the ship. He's steering the ship. Kyrene comes out and kind of takes a walk around, kind of surveying everyone. Ty, you have a high enough passive perception and insight that you can tell that she is taking stock of you every time she comes out. You can kind of guess that it's probably because she is sort of checking what your condition is. And right now, you seem fine. Right now, you look less haggard than you were like half an hour ago, an hour ago.
Right. Less haggard is what we're aiming for.
Mm-hmm. And so she's going to... Could you roll a d20 check for me, actually?
Hmm.
This will determine if Kyrene actually decides to talk to you and check in on you, or just look you up and down and be like, okay, she seems fine.
Sorry, there are cream eggs in the way.
Those aren't dice.
15.
15. Okay. After her second pass around, she comes by and says, Ty, how are you feeling?
I'm all right.
Okay. I told Locke this, but we have a couple of different avenues to get to our next stop, but truth be told, the ocean seems a little choppy. I'm thinking of going through the islands ahead of us. It'll be a good place to stop and rest for the evening when we get there, as the islands there are protected from the worst of the ocean. Something about undersea channels or something. How the island formed. So I might play it safe and go there. We do have a direct route if we go out deeper into the ocean, but something seems wrong, so I want to play it safe.
What do you mean something seems wrong?
Well, with how the weather is, it's been sunny. It's been sunny and windy today, and we should have already been to these islands by now.
Okay.
I don't know if something's wrong with the ship or if we're just, not to be superstitious, but maybe Umberlee's cursing us. I mean, old sailors' tales, right?
Right. You know best. If you think we should go through the islands, then we should go through the islands.
Right. I told Locke this information, and I also be candid with you. If you are feeling like you can't hold on, just let me know and we will take the quicker route.
Sure.
Okay. She leaves. She leaves, she goes to check in with Iggsy. They seem to be having a conversation, and she kind of just looks towards the horizon, pats him on the back, and she stays there for a bit.
Can I find a new spot on the deck that gives me the most visibility in terms of where we're going? So I guess the prow.
Yeah, you can head up there. Your body's a little bit slow moving. It's almost like you feel like you are underwater.
Okay.
Bagram, You still checking up on her, or are you gonna do your own?
Yeah, I see her leaving, I guess, without a goodbye. That's cool. It's whatever, I guess. I don't know.
Are you gonna follow Ty, or are you gonna just let her do her own thing?
I'm gonna try to sneak, not really sneak. I'm following,
Okay.
but like at a distance. I'm trying to play cool. Like I'm not.
Okay.
Not gonna fall over Bagram.
I'm just making sure. Just because you know, looking a bit
Ty,
better.
it takes you a little bit, but you eventually get to your new spot. And as you do, a timer ends, so I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. As your Curse of Flame, your Spiral of Emulation has a 1 hour timer.
Con save. That's an 8.
Okay. All right.
Just being real bold, being like, I'm fine, Bagram.
Oh, geez. It's been so long, I forgot what your last one was. Because I think you had
14.
No. The one previous session. Because the one when you were in bed and stuff was happening. Because you also rolled a 14. And then you rolled... Which one was the one? I think you rolled a 14 when Locke told the power to stop. So that's fun. Okay. Well, you succeed. I'm going to maybe have to adjust the con save DCs. But yeah, you feel a sudden warmness return to you. As you breathe, you can feel the warmness fill your body, and it doesn't necessarily feel bad, but there's sort of the anxiety of it returning.
Probably without necessarily thinking about it, she's touching her neck to see if she feels anything different on her skin.
As the warmth returns, your skin it's still really dry where the curse is. It's a little bit clammy, kind of where your skin meets the cursed areas, but it doesn't seem like your curse has moved.
Okay. Yeah, and then I'm just going to... I want to look around because Ty knows that Umberly probably is taking a more vested interest because of a particular person. So I just want to look around and see if there's anything visibly holding the ship back. Like anything seems out of the ordinary.
Okay. I'm trying to decide if this is perception or investigation. I'd probably say perception.
Okay. Oh, that's very good. 23.
23. It takes you a bit to kind of focus in on things, but from your vantage point, it's a little bit hard to tell with like looking down at the water and trying to gauge things. But it does seem like there is like almost strands of water or something that is like clung to the ship. But you do notice you're watching it, and you're watching it for a while. One of them kind of ripples, and you feel the ship lurch.
Okay. Can I try something, maybe. Let me just make sure I can. I'm just going to read it again. I mean, sure, let's try. Can I try to dispel magic on that?
Let me read the spell. See if it applies. Let's see, dispel magic is... There you are. You know what? You can try. So you need to make a spellcasting ability check.
Okay. I think she will watch it for a bit first, just to make sure, like, she's not overly familiar with ships. She's been on a bunch, but she doesn't ever partake in the running of the ship. She just wants to make sure that this isn't inherent magic to the ship. But if it seems like something that's actively restraining them, that's when she would cast it. And I think because she knows, I think she's being spiteful and thinking if this is Umberlee, then this is just kind of a like, kindly fuck off gesture. So we're going to do it at 4th level.
Okay, 4th level. And that's, I believe this doesn't include your proficiency bonus, just your wisdom.
Yes. The spell... Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah, there's a DC.
Ooh. So 17 plus my wisdom is
fuck me.
5, so 22.
Okay. I think the highest DC that this could technically be is a 19. So
yeah, I told you there's like spite right now.
You feel in this moment of sort of spite and honestly solidarity with Fia, you feel there's this feeling of cold water that is falling on you. It's very reminiscent of a waterfall, but you feel your holy symbol pulse, and you hear a voice kind of say out, let me help you. Let me help guide you. As you feel Eldath and you align with this. And you send your dispel magic out, and you can kind of feel the energy pour out from you and ripple and pour down and ripple across the ship like it was a waterfall. And you can kind of feel it and see it as it makes its way towards these tendrils. And as it pushes on them, on one side, they all just snap off and vanish. And then on the other side, you watch the energy kind of pushes, and those ones also snap off. And the ship lurches forward.
There's a bit of... Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
There's like a little bit of smugness that it worked. And she looks out to the water and kind of mutters, I'm a dead woman walking. Come at me, bitch.
You hear a very muffled, sort of gurgling swear. You can't make out exactly what it is, but it is at the back of your mind, and you think you hit a nerve.
That's good. Now we're gonna sit down, I think.
Yeah. As you go to sit down, as the ship is no longer bound, you feel it lurch and kind of rock and sort of sputter forward. I need everyone on the ship to make a strength or dexterity saving throw. Strength to hold on, dexterity to balance yourself.
Oh boy. Well,
The DC is 15.
I hope Bygram catches me. Strength, eh?
Yeah, strength save.
You got a 25 for Bygram for sure.
And I'm gonna say this. Bygram, how close are you to Ty right now?
I feel like he would be, like, honestly, probably within arm's reach, just because.
Okay. Remember that Bygram has an aura that applies his charisma bonus to all of your saves.
That's great because I rolled a 7.
That's with your modifier?
I rolled a 4.
Oh. I think Bygram's charisma is only, what, +2?
We only got a 2, boss.
Yeah, okay, you still failed Ty.
Yeah.
That's...
Damn.
I'm gonna try to catch you.
Okay.
Not in a way that could be seen as romantic. It's like,
okay,
I
Jesus,
got you.
I'm gonna say you don't get to just because of that comment.
No.
Ty, sorry, Luck and Fia. What'd you roll?
An 8.
Oh,
no, Luck, your drawings.
That fucked up my last poster.
Oh, okay. Fia, what'd you roll?
Well, I rolled a dexterity and I got a 24.
You're fucking fine. You
Always.
I think you're actually downstairs in your room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're fine.
Like, there's
Luck, unfortunately, was that a dex save for 8?
No, I thought it was just strength. If it was a dex save, it would be
strength or dex. Strength or dex.
Then it would be 14.
The DC is 15, so unfortunately,
All right.
Yeah, you get knocked off your ass, and I think maybe you sit on your last poster.
And see what kind of fucking driving is this?
Dad, you're going too fast.
I was coloring.
Bygram, did you do a strength or a dex save?
I did strength. Yeah.
Okay, what'd you get?
Let's see. That was 23 plus 25. Very strong.
25. You stand your ground. Can you make a dexterity check to catch Ty?
Oh, dexterity.
Dexterity check.
Oh, okay.
So a flat one, no proficiency bonus.
That is a 13 flat.
Yeah. As she starts to fall over, you catch her arm, and using your solidified position, you kind of just hoist her back up onto there's a railing, and she's just back up onto it. If anyone wasn't paying attention, it would have looked like she stumbled back and then lurched forward.
Get rid of that. Take that
I'm
off your
fine.
face. I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
It was. There's something going on in the water, and I fixed it.
It's a lot of stuff going on in the. What do you mean?
What the fuck are you talking about, Bygram?
What do you mean? What's going on in the water? Like fish are in the water. What do you?
Yes, that is true. But there was magic holding us back.
Like a
restraining
magical
us.
fish? Oh.
No. Drop the fish.
Oh, okay. Just
magic.
Magical water.
Yes.
Oh.
But now it's not. Now we're free.
Oh, okay. Who do you... Was it... Well, Fia was cursing out Umberly earlier. Like a lot.
Mm.
So
like
many
more than
explicit.
normal.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
I probably did it. Yeah.
Seems to be she seems to have her attention now, at least.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
No, me either. But she's not so strong that I can't stop her.
Okay. Being a little cocky, even though you almost fell, but it's fine.
All right. I was I was just didn't expect it to move that way.
After you dispelled the thing holding us back, you kind of go forward. Even
Yeah,
I know that.
I didn't. I was focused. Okay, I had other things on my mind.
Okay, all right.
You two hear shouting. You hear Kyrine's voice say, Exanius Elvenir, what kind of driving is this? Listen.
He has a full name.
I didn't know he had a full name.
Lurch,
Is that Locke's last name?
and I don't know what happened, but
Exilius.
she pushes herself back up onto her feet. Well, maybe just keep your hands on the wheel just a little bit better next time, please.
Do you think I should tell her or just let them figure it out?
I think we should tell her. I think, yeah.
God.
I think we shouldn't. It's kind of fun.
Let's just...
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is okay.
Now that we're moving faster, can you just get us those damn islands so we don't have to deal with waves or anything else right now?
You
know you're a
sea flustered all the time.
You know you're a sea
I know,
right?
it's crazy.
You're supposed to have sea legs. I do have sea legs. You're supposed to be a navigator, and yes. Never mind. I'll be in my office.
Look at Locke's dad just getting cursed out. He took it like a champ.
Maybe this happens more than we think.
I know. We're just not in the room when it happens. That's kind of...
You, the two of you, can you make a perception check for me? As Kyrene is heading down the stairs from the wheel and heading over to her chambers.
That's a 12 for Bygram.
15.
Kyrene's muttering under breath. Ty, you see Iggsy's head kind of dawdle back and forth as if he's like saying something under his breath, mocking her.
Yeah, that's good. We're not going to tell them.
Okay.
Not now, at least.
That's, yeah, we gotta let cooler heads prevail. We can tell Locke his last name, though. That feels kind of...
It's true.
Yeah.
He was, where'd he go?
Mm-hmm.
Can he walk away with his poster? Can I still see him?
My little butt is orange.
No, is he trying to clean his pants off while wearing them?
Yeah.
Locke?
What?
What happened?
I fell in the paintings because someone doesn't know how to drive. What are you laughing at?
No, this is no. It's just you got it everywhere. It's okay. It happens to the best.
Locke
of
is
us.
gonna poke Bygram with a paintbrush on his nose.
Hey, reach that far? I guess so. Yeah.
Wow, it's not so funny now, is it?
At least it's not on my butt.
You think I wanted it there?
Oh no. We gotta get you some new pants, I guess. Yeah.
I can help you. It's kind of my fault.
Why is it your fault? You're not driving.
Don't tell Iggsy yet. We'll tell Kyrene later. There's something holding the ship back. Some sort of magic.
Great.
I got rid of it. Hence the movement.
Well, it's not really your fault then, is it? You're helping us in all these stupid good situations.
Sure, yeah. But I suppose I could have warned people. It was just a little focused.
You know, I just made an assumption. We could have been like stuck on some really strong seaweed or something.
Oh no, you were right. It was magic.
Yeah, but like... Okay.
And it was probably Umberly. I
Oh,
don't think
great.
it's thrilled.
That's just wonderful, you know.
Yeah. But hey, now she's mad at more than just one of us, so
That's not better.
could be worse.
How?
There could be fewer of us for her to be mad at.
Or that there could just be more of them because there's like hundreds of them and they all got their stupid little eyes on all of you for whatever reason.
I mean, there do seem to be a fair number entangled in all this. We'll sort it out with her and Talos. And then
Okay.
if we get rid of those two at least, surely the rest makes sense.
What do you mean?
Well, Bagram's got a pretty good rapport with my leaky.
Right.
Eldath is fine. I don't know what's going on with Sylvanas, but maybe it's not our problem. So it's really two right now who are kind of being a pain in the ass.
Right.
Anyways, maybe it won't be such a pain now. Maybe we'll actually move at the speed we're supposed to.
Maybe.
Where's Fia anyways?
She's in a room reading about weird cults.
Okay.
She
Feels
gave
like
me this
something-
little present.
Why aren't you reading about weird cults with her?
Well, she didn't offer the book to me. She just gave me this weird thing I had to squish with my hands.
What?
What?
You heard me.
What are you? Why?
Like a bug?
You know, this little thing said it gave me all the luck in the world, you know? It was like, oh, we're best friends now and you should feel pretty lucky. Lucky? Look at my pants!
So is the ball named Lucky? Is that what is?
Who
No,
said that to
Vigram.
you?
Oh,
Said what?
What told you that it was lucky?
I just felt it in my heart. Well, I was wrong, obviously. I got paint all over myself.
I mean, maybe it's not that bad. I mean, the worst thing that's happened, you got paint on your butt, but you didn't fall over, like
I would've
completely.
taken that, you know?
Oh, then we would have to like dive in the water and do all that type of thing. But I mean, you only fell, and that's not bad. Consider
I ruined my last poster. I got orange on my
Oh.
pants. How am I
Yeah.
supposed to run for next captain if I got orange on my pants? They're gonna be like he can't even defend himself.
running for next cap. What?
Lock
had
the
Discussion.
We can
He's not
wash
wood.
it off. Why don't we try to wash it off?
Yeah,
I'm
we got
pretty sure they're oil
water.
paints.
Maybe we
Oh.
dye the rest of your pants.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
could.
want orange pants.
It
It
could be
goes
something
well.
darker.
Orange and blue. It's a good color combo.
I guess so.
Not for me, but like you could pull it off.
Wow.
I'm more of a green and purple type of person.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Anyway, this stupid little thing.
Where did she get that from, anyways?
Well, I don't know. She said something weird. She said, like, she was reading the book and then there was this
What
thing.
book?
And then,
I've never seen her read a book before.
I didn't want to say that, but I never.
I said it.
I know. I'm glad you did, because that.
she didn't even come to the library with us.
It's true. She
Yeah,
doesn't
the
give a
force
shit
are
about
there.
books.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. She said she was reading about this weird cult about a dead god, but he's not really dead and he has a bunch of followers.
Sylvanas?
That's what I said. But then she
No.
said, we don't really know if Sylvanas is dead. And I said,
just
well, he
assumed.
better be because that priest is going to be real pissed off.
You know how they are sometimes, though. They're all like, "You came back to life. Let's worship you stronger now."
Big M's not like that. Just putting that out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
I guess.
What is this cult she's reading about? Why is she interested in
Well,
the
she
cult?
I don't know. She thought
Feels
I
weird.
would be interested in the cult, and I was. But then I tried to ask her more questions, and she got weird. She was like, "I got to go,"
Oh.
and then she
Right.
left, and then I felt really awkward.
Okay.
Right.
You can see
Okay.
the type of day I'm having.
It's not a
It
good
seemed-
one. No. Started out pretty rough too.
I had a pretty good morning.
I found out that the
Wow.
bird that I've been petting is a little man, Bygram.
I met him, and yeah, he's.
Today's been like the worst day of my life, and I've had some pretty bad ones.
Oh, I'm sorry for bringing a little
Okay.
positivity to the group. Oh, okay. I could be
Right.
upset, angry too. I guess I don't know.
Well, I don't want that for you.
Oh, okay. I was ready to be all mean. And,
I also don't want to be upset mad, you know?
yeah, you're just having a rough 20, 30 minutes. That's
24 hours try.
okay. A rough 24 hours.
Oh, my little guy.
Why don't we try to do something about your pants, and maybe we start over again on that poster?
I guess. I thought I was done. I don't even know where to hang them up.
Well, I'm sure Bagram can help you because he can, reach pretty high places so they're visible by all people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we can find something to dye your pants with.
I think you can pull off the orange. I think you can.
I think we should just throw the whole pant out.
Oh,
Okay, what are we wearing instead?
you just going.
My shirt's pretty long.
Oh, I thought you were.
It's not that long.
We get a pair of little booty shorts.
I don't think
Yeah,
people want to see your key lock, so we might have to.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe I could ask someone to borrow some pants.
Yeah, that might.
I
think you're probably right. I can't fight a volcano with no pants on. That sounds like
It doesn't
bad
seem
news.
wise. No.
Okay.
But we could ask somebody while we're
Yeah.
working on yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's your height on this crew?
I think there's a few guys that are my height, or gals. I don't know. I feel like all the gals are really tall, to be honest. I don't think they could probably. I don't know. Maybe Eka. Maybe.
Why don't we ask your dad? Hold on, guys. We can just ask your
He's
dad.
got 4 legs, Bygram. I'm not gonna fit in his
Maybe
pants.
it wasn't passed down. You ever like
All right, I'll go.
like you don't
ask
have
him.
4 legs. Yeah, and we know your last name.
I have a last name.
Huh? What? Huh?
I've
Yeah.
told you my last name before.
No, but like this is like your dad, your family last name. I'm sorry. That's
Taking his name.
but that's like what?
I mean, he hasn't been around, so I can't blame you there.
Exactly.
But like it's a part of your heritage. You could be like, I'm Luck, Elveneer.
I'm not even Elvish.
You don't have to be to take a name. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, I get it. If your dad hasn't been around, I get that. I just want to let you know that we're looking out for you. We learned your last name.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Okay.
Okay.
mission pants.
Yeah, let's get you some pants.
Shall I take these off?
No.
Maybe downstairs.
Maybe not. Let's leave them on.
Maybe
Yeah.
Mark has an extra pair of pants.
Don't wear his clothes.
Please
They're
don't.
probably
They're probably
diseased.
disgusting.
Someone
Okay.
else. Even Eggsy's. You can put a belt around them.
Iggsy, do you have some extra pants for me? It's your fault.
Are you actually saying this to him?
Yes.
He goes,
He's running over in his little orange stained pants.
like, oh, what happened to you?
You happened to me.
Hmm.
Do you got some extra pants I could wear? Better yet, dress for the job you want. Does Kyrene have an extra pair of pants for me?
Well, you two are around a similar height. I might have something for you.
Okay.
How? Hold on. Gabby! Yep. Can you... Gabby takes the wheel. It's like... Wait here, look. I'll be just a moment.
All right. Take your time.
You watch as he heads down the main... the main doors down into the first quarter decks. Maybe like 15 minutes go by, and then he returns.
As he does that, Locke is going to turn to Gabby and go,
So how do you feel about a captain who gives out extra desserts?
I mean, extra desserts are always good. Although,
Okay.
I find some people work... I find sometimes the sugar's a good motivator for working, but sometimes others just laze around when they get too much of it.
Right.
We have a couple of sweet toothers on here that we've maybe had to rein in just a little bit.
All right. Well, just keep in mind that
The last time
changes.
The last time Deckard, she's just talking straight over you because she's like she's in a zone right now. Last time Deckard had like, I don't know, 14 brownies. He just, I don't know. He became the embodiment of a sloth.
Right.
You ever seen a half orc, half furbolg?
I have.
I like. Well, yeah, he's on the ship. You ever seen him just like buy like 20 pounds, like 20 pounds of brownies, and just go at it?
He's a large man.
Yeah. But he started getting sick, and then he would just stay in bed and eat more brownies and get sicker. And there came a point where we couldn't tell what was brownie and what was something else. It was bad.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Gabby,
Well, just
you
know
clean
that.
it up.
Oh. Well, I won't make you do that. Just keep in mind that, like, I'm a good listener, and that
Sorry.
I will do.
Are you,
What?
hold on. What's this about?
I'm just letting you know that I'm a good listener, and that I'm a man of the people.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Great.
Okay. She doesn't seem to clue in on your presidency campaign, but she's not voting for you.
Great.
I do enjoy that this is a continued. Well, they're not voting for you, but they don't know what they're voting for. Iggsy comes back and he has 3 pairs of pants. It says, these were a little bit small for me when I originally bought them, but it's because I did have a growth spurt and I did kind of grow exceptionally tall in a
Which
short time.
ones?
These 3 are small for me, but they should fit you.
Okay.
You
Was
can.
it all of your legs or just a few of them?
I only have 2 legs, look.
All right. I'll try them on, see which ones fit best.
There is a they're fancy blank pantaloons. They are kind of tapered at the legs, and you can kind of tell that maybe that was what didn't work for him. Couple buttons at the front. They're nice. There is a dark blue and teal set where there are kind of several little pockets, different storage sections. There is embroidery on it that is in a kind of lighter baby bluish, and it's sort of a series of waves and flowers. And then some black, gray, and maroon slacks with the gray accenting the sides and the knees.
I mean, I'm eventually going to buy my own pants, so thanks for the options, but I think I'll just take this comfy pantaloon pair.
All right. Very well. Here you are. He kind of neatly folds the other pair of pants, and he takes a little cloth he has in his belt and kind of just wraps it around and ties it so that they're just there, so he doesn't have to go back. And
Thanks.
You're welcome. Why do you think I have more than 2 legs?
Question for the ages, Igzy.
It'd be pretty cool if you had more legs.
I think your legs are just fine, Igzy. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go put these on.
Thank you, I suppose. I'm sure you'll look fine in them.
Of course.
Okay, yeah. You hurry off. The other 2, do you go with Locke?
I'm going to go with Locke because I'm going to take his old pants after he's done changing out of them.
I'm going to check on Fia because this
that was also the goal.
Okay.
I guess we
go for it.
Yeah. Bygram, you can go check on Fia.
Okay. This is cool. She's still in her room, I'm hoping. Yeah. Okay. Just definitely go in.
Okay. As you guys are heading to the lower decks, the Stormbreak starts making its way to the Gnawing Teeth, the islands, and the sheer cliffs, creating little pockets and channels for the ship to go through. The ship starts to make its way in there, and it's starting to get to late afternoon. Buck, you go into your shared room with Ty, and you change out of your pantaloons and into these pantaloons. And these ones, they're comfy, they're nice. You're not sure what fabric they're made of, but they feel good. One thing you note is that there seems to be cushioning on the backside.
What a strange pair of pants. What's he doing? Is he riding a horse? Well,
I don't know that Locke. I don't know that Ty would have come in the room with him. She's just like waiting outside like a change room at a store.
Yeah, you eventually hear Locke babbling. You can fully hear him.
They fit.
I mean, they'll do.
Okay. Give me your other
It's like
ones.
getting all the hand-me-downs I used to get.
Did you get a lot of hand-me-downs?
It's the only things I got.
Did you ever get anything that was just yours?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
The hat we bought.
I need to give Locke more things. Sad boy.
I guess I have this stupid little trinket now.
Wow.
You do have the unlucky stone thing. Yeah.
I like it.
Great. Do you want to take a stab at dyeing your pants?
Well, I guess so. I don't really know what we'll dye it out of.
Check the kitchen. That's what we used to use at home.
Beets or something.
Yeah.
Right.
At least wash the paint off.
We'll do that first.
Yeah. Okay.
But we also need to be somewhere with water for that. Kitchen seems like a good
There's a whole fucking ocean.
Sure, but I'm not gonna bend over
I
the
know.
ship and watch
Just
them.
throw them in there
Just
and
throw them
then
in.
levitate them by shaping water inside of them. I don't know.
We'll make little legs and we'll put them in the pants and they'll walk in the sea.
No walk, yeah. That feels like a story, like some sort of lore that someone would pass down, you know?
Maybe we can make it a ghost story. We'll scare someone on the ship. Thea said I should try pranks.
She said that.
Kinda, not really. But she said I should become the god of pranks. Would you worship me?
Never seen you pull a prank before.
I've never done it.
Oh, we're just charting new territory. Well, I'm here to see you try.
I guess that's what we're doing, because, like, you know. Why not?
Why not? Yeah. I'll have to talk to Eldeth about that, though.
All right. You're busy.
Well, not so much busy as obligated, but we could figure something out, I'm sure.
Right, like a little side project. Like you could be like on Saturdays.
Saturdays are for pranks.
I don't know if I like them that much though, because I figured something like this might happen to someone else. Get paint on their pants.
Yeah, it's usually only funny for the person who's pulling it.
Right. Seems kind of mean-spirited.
Maybe we find a different domain for you to reign over.
Right.
Like captains, maybe.
I don't know if I could do that.
You're running for captain now. It's a good start.
Oh, no.
And then when you become one, make a name for yourself. Why not?
I guess so.
Seems possible.
Maybe. I can't even, like, I don't know. Bagram thinks my posters are stupid and Gabby. Gabby wasn't even listening to me earlier. Kyrene won't die.
We don't know that for sure.
I don't think so. She seems invincible.
But there are other ships. And there are sometimes fleets, I've heard. So she could just be one of many that you are in control of.
Right. I see.
Possibilities.
Right.
Food for thought.
Just
Should we go to the kitchen?
We should.
Right. You two gather up Locke's pants and head your way to the kitchen to figure out some way of washing and dyeing these pants. Surely Aiko has a big enough pot or something. Meanwhile, Bygram, you go to check on Fia.
Yeah, like in a cool way for Byron.
Yeah?
It's like a nice little knock.
That
You know?
sounds like something a dork would say. Go ahead.
Wow, that's crazy.
Sorry, I love you.
He's trying to impress Fia now that he's like, oh, what you reading? Like he's trying to,
Wow, you're into books too, babe.
You're into books as well? I got a couple books myself, actually.
Not to rag on myself, but this sounds like a conversation I've had with Kai.
Oh no.
Anyways, you go to knock on the door.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, hello, just one just for the moment. And I look around, and I had no book. That was a lie. So I just sort of, I don't know. Was just sort of in my room, so I just straightened my shirt, opened the door. Oh, Byron.
Hey, yeah, so I heard from Locke you're reading a book about cults and stuff.
Yeah, what? Why is that news?
Oh, I just didn't know you were into that sort of thing. That's all.
Cults or reading?
Cults, definitely cults. I'm sure we all read, books from time to time.
Who doesn't enjoy a good book?
Exactly. I have a few books myself on plants and
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, I know Locke thinks cults are kind of cool, and we seem to be dealing with a lot of religious-y stuff, so, thought I'd brush up. Not a holy person like you folks, but
I'm not super holy, but I'm getting there. It's a one day at a yeah, you get it. Yeah. Did you need any help or assistance? Like not reading, no, that's kind of no. I know you can read. That's like I can maybe ask around on the ship, be like, hey, do you know about this?
About cults?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I won't stop you. You might get some weird looks.
Yeah, I was gonna figure out a way to say it without it being too weird. That's.
Run that by me. How would you do that?
Because people wouldn't expect me to talk about like this is like a lot topic. I feel like that's his lane of like talking death cults and mysteries, and they're like, Bygram, how much protein do I need to eat to gain muscle? And I'm like, just your body weight, dude. Like, come on.
You eat your body weight of protein.
No, not me. No.
That doesn't seem healthy. I feel like you'd never shit again.
No, you eat. I mean, that's not. It's not about me right now.
Some greens in there or something.
I eat greens. Hello, big M. Come on.
Is she a vegetarian?
Huh? No. Why would she?
Well, I don't know. You seem to think that it was a logical assumption that I don't know what is involved in being. See, this is why I need to read.
Yeah, okay.
Learn.
Yeah.
So I don't make an ass out of myself.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to say if you need help with stuff, I'm like next door.
With the reading.
Yeah, with. Okay, I'm gonna go by.
Thanks, Bygram.
Gonna go. Yeah, this did not work out the way Bygram thought it would at all.
Unfortunate.
As Bygram walks by, Luck goes,
does it look like I have a booty?
The door is open. Yeah. Locke's got a bit of cake. If he didn't before, he does now.
Is that a yes or a no?
No, you look great. You have.
This is
you gotta,
unintentional. I think Ixie is
you got
wearing
something.
shapewear.
That's fine. You got a little. So you get that from your dad.
I got this from my dad.
Yeah. You got a little. I guess
It's fake.
It might be real. I don't know.
It's not. I can feel it. Touch it.
I guess so.
All right. Yeah,
See?
you're
That's
poking.
not even me.
It's squishy.
It feels kind of, it's there. If you didn't tell anybody,
Fia, are you watching this?
I was aghast.
none the wiser. I'm just helping my bro out because after the Fia fumble,
maybe this will help me get elected.
Yeah, I mean,
sorry, Beth. I'm gonna say Fia's watching this because I need everyone to be watching this.
No, I was using this moment to disappear back in my room.
I think you watch this initially, and as this is going on, you just stayed and closed the door.
No, your cake is fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Just
all right.
do a little pose.
Did I see that slinking away of Fia?
You see the slinking away, like she's just going back into her room. You're gonna guess she probably doesn't want to watch whatever this is.
Yep.
But
also she usually does, so that's fine. We'll just noted.
You're out here watching it though, and you're like, oh god. You can't slink into your room because Locke's there. Locke's there in the doorway. He's holding his ass out. Bygram's poking it. And you're just forced to watch. Meanwhile, Fia, you've locked yourself, you've closed yourself in your room.
And I just take this wee moment of reprieve from whatever that was. That was something else to unpack at a different time. And I go over to my bed and I sort of flop on it. My unmade bed, by the way, Bagram. And I flop on it on my back and I sort of take off my necklace that has the Umberlee symbol. And I just sort of hold it up and I hit it a few times so it spins and then it unwinds again. And I just sort of say, you missed your shot, bitch. Someone else stake to claim. And I just put it on my side table.
As you do, we pan out from your room, from the Stormbreaker, as it makes its way into the gnawing teeth. We zoom forward and ahead to somewhere else in this cluster of islands. And we see a ship with blue sails and scale-like iconography moving its way through some of these clusters of islands and sharp, jagged peaks towards a cave. And that's where we'll end tonight's session. Thanks for coming to episode 69 of the Charisma Saving Show.
Nice. You have to have a little bit of cake in there.
A little bit of cake, a little bit of something.
What are you talking about, Jimmy? For if I had tension, you could cut a knife with.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, not with the knife. Wolf. Put me to bed.
Go to sleep.
It's time for everyone to go to bed.
Go to bed and see Sinners. Yeah, that's all.
Wow,
go to bed.
We're doing free advertising.
Yeah,
Michael
go to
B.
bed.
Jordan, call us.
Michael B. Jordan, come on the show.
I'm fine with that.
Please, you're
I'm
great.
fine with that.
I'm gonna isekai Michael B. Jordan into the campaign.
I'm telling you, it'd be great.
It would.
Oh, that's where my pillow went.
Okay, bye. I don't know if
Okay, bye. Love you so much.
Bye.